This conference will now be recorded.
So in previous session, we have seen how to use the different widgets like chart, table, and filter. So let's see next we have a widget called container. So what is this container and how we can do? So container is basically very useful widget. So we can wrap up different things inside it like a container. So it can contain different widgets inside it. So we can, so that if you can see now I have chart widget, I have table widget, I have filter widget. Now if I want to move this up and down or some other place, then I have to move one by one. So if I keep all these things in one container, then it easily I can move them from some one place to another place. Okay, and we can also group the, like, it's same thing, multiple widgets in the which are useful for the same purpose, we can group in one place. So now I'm simply going to use my container now. So I just go to my container widget and drag to here. This is my container widget. Okay, let's drag this widget completely to fit my width, and inside this widget I'm going to keep my chart. I just drag my chart to here, and I'm going to keep my table. Let me increase this size, and I'm going to keep my table now. I'll just make little bit small size of this table so that I'll fit in one row only. Let's see. Okay, now let's bring it and just leave it here. Okay, this is I just build here. So if you want also, you can bring your filter. Let's say I want this filter also to be bring, I can bring. Let's say I just move all these to off, and let's bring this filter also inside if it fits. Okay, now if you see all these widgets what I have used, I added as one chart, one place as a container. Okay, so let's see what I want. Okay, now if I'll preview this dashboard what we have, you can see now how my dashboard looks like. It's one place. So now let me edit it. Let's change. I will change this widget configurations. So this is my widget. If you see in widget, I can set my background image also. Okay, if you want any image to upload in background, that we can do. You can do image scale what you want, and you want alignment how it looks. And if you go to widget style, so what is the color you want? Let's say I want to use background color as something different colors. I can select that color also. Depending on that, my color will be loaded how you want to build it. Okay, so let's I keep this color. So now let me save my dashboard and take a preview. Okay, so you can play around with these things how you want, how your dashboard to be looks like. That kind of thing you can do here. Okay, and if you want, let me go again, edit it. Let me little bit make it size. I will bring this filter to here, and I'll just move this to a little bit top, and let me keep same as us. Let's go here. I'm just fitting it so it looks good in the both the places. Okay, and the filter I'm just keeping somewhere here, for example. Okay, and let me save it and take a preview. Take a preview now. You can see how it's going to look like now. Okay, this kind of thing you can do. If you want this filter to be completely taken out, that also you can do how you want. So this is nothing but the container what we do for us. Same way, if I go to this dashboard, there is one more widget. You can see date widget. What is this date widget? Let's bring this filter outside. Okay, now let's see what is this date widget going for us. So let's To understand the date widget, let's drag this date widget to my dashboard and let's see what we can do on this date widget. So now I click on this date widget. So now if you see, it's asking to filter the date from the then data set what you want, what we have used, what are the date fields we have, date field what we have, we can use one of them. So I simply select the like anything we can use. Okay, I just simply select my close date. Okay, I click create my date field. Okay, this is my date widget being created with the field what I have selected. Okay, and if you see if you see this widget options, okay, so if you see the step, I have a close date here what is selected right now. I have step 1 to get number of rows. I have step 2 to get the record details. We can play around this one to which column to remove and which column to keep, and the column width that we can do. Okay, and if you see all this, how many steps we have and everything. If you see this close date, in this close date what we can do. Okay, if we edit it, it's nothing but opening my close date options. Okay, close lines. Okay, so now this is my close date. I don't have the grouping, so it's not allowing me to do it. Let me close it up. Okay, so it's nothing but let me delete it and bring the date field once again to select whatever things I have. Let's, I have creation date. If you want to take from different data set, you can do from here. And I'm taking with the same data set what I have used on my dashboard. I can click create. Okay, it will create this one. So if you go up, so based on this you can see what is coming based on created date. Let's based on account created date I'm doing here, because in the opportunity I may not have the close date, I may not have the close opportunity, so it was filling up. So I have picked up account creation date, so it's came here. So let's see, I can give the name as account created date simply. Okay, and what kind of thing you want for creation date, what I want to take the let's in the bar what creation date I have, I want to sort as descending. Okay, and in the instead of count of rows, I'm just going to add one more options like maximum maximum amount, and let's say in the filter I'm adding as account created date. Okay, which in the current quarter. Okay, click on add. This is a filter we have added. There's nothing there. Let's, I need some data to display, so I'm just adding one more filter with the account created date as current calendar year. Nothing there. Okay, anyhow, you can add the filter what you want. Based on that, your data will work. Let's put data max amount. Let's delete it also. Click on update. Okay, this is my based on account created all the data what I'm looking for. Okay, if you go to this, you can see you can update instantly. Okay, result based on filter selection, it's nothing but like a filter, you can say it's nothing but like a filter we have. Okay, and if you see, there is one more thing you see uh, in the date if open. So do you want to show the absolute date, relative date, and what kind of date, and what kind of calendar you want to show? In the calendar or fiscal calendar you want to show that, you see it's nothing but like a filter works for us. Okay, then we can just save it. Let's take a preview and see exactly what is happening, then you'll understand more on this. Okay, it's saved. I'm just taking a preview of it. Now I will take in the, it's like a filter works for us. So in the account filter of let's see current year to date, see then no result came. Let's say I want to take as all time. Okay, so we didn't keep any date field here, so my date is not being filtered out. So to do that, what I'll do, Let me edit. Okay, we have the date field. Okay, okay, account ID created date, it's came in number format. If you see here, let me open this account created date is not format column, so date as text. You see that creation date field is taken up in different ways. Okay, that's no worries, but we can add as a filter how you do based on amount or how you do based on dates. So that filter we can use here. If you want date specific filter with all the options, you can do here. Like I can, if you remember any report and dashboard when you do and date filter, you get multiple options. Same kind of filter you can use here. Okay, everything you can do from here. So same way, let's go to have one more filter. Okay, which not one more widget which is nothing but link. So I can create a link. For what is this link helps us? It's nothing but creating a button kind of thing. On click of this, I can navigate to somewhere, like I can navigate to another lens, or I can navigate to another dashboard, or I can navigate to some other websites with a new tab, or I can navigate to a page. Okay, so if I click on this, I will navigate to next page. That also kind of thing can be done. So now let's see. I want to search in Google. Okay, so let's say click on search. So where I want to navigate, I can navigate to lens dashboard. I can go for a new lens. I can navigate to URL, or I can navigate to page and layout. If I select page and layout, which page I want to go? Okay, that option, how many pages we have, based on that these options will be enabled for us where I want to go. Or I can navigate to different lens. Okay, if I have lenses, different lenses, we have which lens I want to navigate. Or I can navigate to different dashboards, which dashboard I want to navigate, that options will come here. Or I can navigate to a new lens to create. Simply I can write based on data set which lens to be created. Or I can navigate to another URL. Okay, let's see. In the URL I just specify, I want to navigate to this URL, for example. Okay, so this is this place I want to navigate. I can set like this. Okay, you can see support this and this both. Okay, where you want to navigate, you can navigate. Let's say I want to navigate to https www.google.com. Okay, this is my button we have. I'll just click and save, and I'll take a preview of it, and I'll show you how this link is going to work for us. Let's take a preview. So now it's a button. The moment I click, I'll navigate to this page. The same way, either you can navigate to another lens, another dashboard, or anywhere where you want, you can navigate from another page, dashboard, navigations where you want, you can do from the link. Okay, same way, we have one more attribute or one more widget we can see, like image. So image nothing but, as the name suggests, we can use this widget to add any image on this dashboard. Okay, like it may be a logo, like if you are building a dashboard and you want to put your company logo, that you can do. So let's consider how I'm going to do. Let's bring this container to down. Okay, sorry, let's not this data only, I want to build complete container. Let's select the container completely, and now this container completely bring down. Then you will see how this is going to looks like now. I'll go to my account, another filter for the date filter. This is my global, and let's take this widget completely to the top. Okay, and let's keep this search here. Account created filters are here. Then I want to use one image. Let's what I do, I will use image icon somewhere here. Let's take it down to give the little bit space. Okay, this is my image. So what kind of image I want to use? I'll upload a image. It may be my logo or anything. I'll upload the image from here. Let's see what kind of images we have. Okay, let's consider this is my image I want to use. Like nothing but like a logo, we can upload it. Okay, so now image scale, what I want to fit width. This is my image. Okay, you want to fit horizontally or vertically, what you want, that you can do from here. Okay, that kind of thing. Okay, now if you take a preview of it, let's save it, and let's take a preview also to see how it looks like now. So now you see how beautifully we are going to build the dashboard. This is my company logo, the filter, this is my data. Whatever you want, you can do that way. Okay, so it's nothing but adding the image on my in dashboards, and we can add different kind of image like jpg file, vmp file. If you go to this widget, all the options you can see, multiple options to configure the styling. Okay, configure the background color, border if you want or not, everything. And it supports jpg, png, spg, multiple different kind of files also. Okay, so then if you see after image, we have something like list. What is this list widget? List widget is very commonly used widget, and the purpose of this widget to filter data shown in the charter table, like you can see like a list view kind of thing. Okay, so let's see. I'm just dragging this. Let me speed it first. Okay, I'm dragging this list widget after this place. This is my list widget, and then I click on the list icon. Okay, now it will tell what kind of list icon I want. Let's consider I have taken as the account type. Let me search if I have taken the account type field. Yes, I have account type field. I'm selecting this one, account type, and I click on the create button. So I'm going to create one list view based on this account type. Okay, so what is going to happen? So now let's save it, or you can directly take a preview also. I click on preview. Now if you see account type, so if you see show details, if you see what are the options we have, we'll configure here. In the account type, you see view more details. This is not based on that. It's finally wrote one SQL to understand. So group by details in the account type, generate account ID as account type, count as count, order by this, and how many record to come. In the result, what kind of thing coming? Account type is customer and partner. So this kind of options we have right now. Okay. So let me go to this account type. This is nothing but my details. This is my data set. From this data set, this is the filter is nothing. And if you see the count of rows, what we have, everything. This is my nothing but my account type kind of things. Okay. Let me click edit and let me configure how we can do it. So list nothing but the purpose to filter data shown in the charter table, and list value will be automatically populated as a unique value from the selected field. Which field you select, based on that what value you have, that will be populated. Let's see in this chart. Let me go to this chart and put my account type also. Let's field data, and let's I configure my field. Let's I go to my account type field. Let's take my account type field. Let's take my account created date. Let's take my opportunity type also. Different kind of filters we can configure. Let's update it. Okay, so now this is my account type. Okay, so if you see this measure field comes as count of rows. Okay, and if you want to show widget actions or not, everything, all options are coming. And let's save it. And also you see the query, either the how many queries you have created till now. You see the query. So this is the global filters is going to apply single selection or multiple selection. What you want, we can select from here. Okay. everything. Now let's take a preview of it. Now you see I got the filter of account type for a customer or partner. Let's actually get the customer type of account type, and my record got filtered. I want my account type of let's go here, click again. Okay, if you see the account created right now also, let's see if this came or not now. Current year. See, for current year data also filtering out how you want. So this kind is nothing but a kind of list view filter what we have, which we can work to bring the list widget to here. Okay, same way we have one more widget, nothing but like number. If I click number, what is this? So number in cases we like to show the number in dashboard. So like total amount, number of open cases, number of closed opportunity, and many more like this. So what do you do on this same dashboard? I'm going to use this. Okay. So I'm going to put my number of information. So let's say this container widget what I have. Let me just expand it. So let me expand it a little bit so that I will just add this widget inside this container. Okay, and I'll bring this table to below my chart, and we'll see how it's going to look like now. Okay, let me fit it completely. You can drag it to fit how you want. It may completely fit. So now if you see, I will take this number widget to here. Okay, now on this dashboard, on this number widget, what I want to do in the number widget, we can show the total amount, number of open cases, and many more things. Okay, so now I can resize this. Let's close it. I'll come back to here again. Let me resize all these things first. I just make it a bit small size, and let's increase it, and let's this widget to fit in the screen so that it looks good. So that's for nothing but the presentation, and we have to make presentation in a better way always. Okay, let's fit in the top also. Okay, now I click on this number sequence. Now what we can do, what I want count of rows, or I want to take the sums. Whatever things I want, I can take. I just take the count of rows. Okay, and I have taken maximum amount. I have taken minimum amount. So in a single view, we can see everything. And I have taken, let's see, average amount. Okay, so these things I have taken. I click on done. Okay. Anything happen? Let's just take a preview of it. Let's me go again. Let edit it. Let me set it again. I have to save it also. Okay. All these fields I have taken. Let's take the max of account first and bring this count of rows in the end. Okay. So now, if I go to the bar update field query, I click on update. And where is my chart is not appearing here. Okay, let's just keep my count of rows. So this is nothing but it's showing all the records whatever we have for the chart you want to build depending on my number sequence or my number fields to show the count and everything that will come here. Okay, is the heading for nothing but my count of rows. Like this I can have multiple values to display here, count of rows. Okay, I want to give widget action or not. Okay, and what is the text style and what is the widget style I want to give. Okay, so background color I want to set, let's consider as this, or let's consider this is my background color. And like border, onboarding, everything you can set as in all the places. Okay, and this is my count of rows we kept. I will just decrease to this size. Okay, and same way I will take one more also to display my maximum. I'll add the bar length to sum of the amount, my sum of amount, and I'll remove this count. Okay, let's say click on done. Okay, this is comes as my sum. Let's say I will show my widget style 2 in different color. Let's background color I set as yellow. Okay, and let's same look feel I'll just try to give. This is my sum of amount. The same way, let's I can keep one more where I'll just define as maximum amount or average, whatever you want, you can take that. This is my maximum amount. I can delete this. Okay, multiple also. I'm just showing how I'm going to use these multiples. Okay, so now this is the thing, and I can set again as widget style to yellow. Okay, now see how this is going to look like for me. Like this I can show the numbers kind of thing here. Same way, if you see, there is one more thing which is called range. Let me save it first, and let's show you the preview, then we'll come to the range part. So there are many widgets which we have. You can play around with each widgets to see what kind of options we have. Okay, let's edit it. And we have another widget which I call a range. Okay, when I say range, what is this? So we can use this widget and link it to a major field to filter my dashboard data. It's nothing but all work to filter my dashboard data. So this widget allows user to filter data by entering from which value to which value, specifying the range, or we can give you options to slide, that kind of thing. So let's see, simply I'll go and put this widget here. Okay, so now if I click on this widget, it will give the options. What are the major field we have? I select my major field as amount. Okay, then I came here. Okay, now this is my amount field. So now if you take a preview, let's take a preview first. See, if you see amount, what happening? It will say, okay, so based on what data range you want to filter my data, you can range at this kind of filter. When you want, you can do for amount. Okay, let me edit, and let's just put some coloring to look good. So I just came here for my widget style, and I want my background color as, let's consider this. Okay, so that kind of we can filter also, we can do the range. So if you see one more options we have, which nothing but later upon call a text type of widgets. So what is this text type of widget? So when you need to inform the user about charts added into the dashboard, or use a text, what we can do, we can use this text widget to add the informations like the label kind of thing. When you want to add, we can use this text widget, what we have here. Okay, so if I want to use, let's I just drag this, I just keep here text widget. Okay, so if I click on this text, what text I want to add, I can add it. Okay, so I can simply say opportunity insight with total amount, something, some information you can just show here. Okay, that kind of thing when you do, you can do from here. And textile, how you want textile, that you can set, and how you want font size, how where is this alignment you know need, and how you want your widget style, everything you can set it up. Okay, so now if you preview, it comes of this. So you can based on the text, you can just drag it to fit how you want to display it. That nothing but works for the text type of widgets. Okay, Then if you click on the more, there is more two widgets which you call toggle and navigations. What is this toggle and navigations? So toggle widgets you will use allow to filter data with one click, like toggling on or off, that kind of thing. Similar like list. Okay. When you link this widget with data from dataset, simply we can on and off the filters. We will allow to show each unique value from the field, and we can filter out what we want. So let's say I want to use this. Simply I just take this toggle. I click on this toggle, and also you can see something called navigation also. Okay, all this kind of thing we can use how you want. The toggle I can keep, for example, here. Okay, so when I keep the toggle, what is going to happen? Let's click on this toggle. Now you see what I want to toggle up. I want to toggle up account to opportunity type. Okay, I select this opportunity type. Okay, so what will happen? The count of rows, measure field, nothing but count of rows. Everything comes up here, and we just try. Let's consider. I'm just going to use the background color as yellow, whatever I have, all the filters I use, and let's scroll this little bit. You can let me scroll it. See, all different kind of opportunity type is listed out here. We can see. Okay, now let's take a preview to see what the impact we're going to do on this. See, now I click on it's a new business. Okay, my data count is changing, you can see. Okay, now I'll filter out based on existing business. My data count is being changed. So whenever I want this kind of filters, I can use my toggle. Simply wherever you want, you can keep it. Let's consider I want to keep on top of this data. I can just drag it and leave somewhere here. Let's to fit it. I can drag it to keep here, or I can take to completely off to show it up where this data into place. Okay, different kind of filter options what I have, simply I can use here. Okay, and now let me save it. Let me take a preview of it to show you how it happens. If I present it, for example, now I want to show, okay, how many new business, this is the count, and how many new business I have. So simply click in this new business, you can see 343 new business comes up. Okay, or I want existing business, simply you just click it toggling of my data automatically. Okay, that kind of thing we can do from here. Same way, if you see there is something like navigations, and when you talk about navigations, what is this? So uh, this navigation nothing but from navigating from one page to another page, like we have page one and page two. So before navigations, if you don't have another page, add a page. Okay, like as you said, we can have multiple pages and maximum of 20 pages per dashboard we can do. So you click on this, then see navigations, then we can play with these navigations where you want to add. Let's say I click on the navigations here. Okay, this is my navigations I kept. So I will navigate to page one or page two. Okay, enter the name. Okay, so this is my page one and page two. You can see two things. What are the pages we have? So once we do this one, I select this one. Navigation one says where it will go. So what is the selected tab style? So page one, page two. Okay, if I say, okay, let me take a preview and show you what is going to happen. So now I'm in the page one. Okay, this is the page one. Now I'll click on page two. Page two, I have nothing, so simply page two is blank. So I just came to page two as a blank value. Okay, so now to navigating from one page to another page, what we can do, we can simply navigate from this navigation menu. I will select this one. I will select my visible tabs, how many tabs I am going to display. When some tab, like you can say Apex tab or Lightning tab we use, same kind of thing. So text color this, and I want my background color as this. Okay, this is the selected tabs. And border, everything, whatever you want, we can set it up. So this kind of thing we can do in the page. Let's say I'm in the another page too, where I have just a table, just to show you the visualization what is there. I click on done. Okay, let me save it and let you show the preview how it's going to happen. Okay, and also go to the page one, to this navigation once again. You see my page one. Okay, see the widgets. And if you want complete widget style to change, as you know, we used to do that. That also you can do from here. Okay, you want a default value or any background color, that also you can do from here. Okay, so now if you see, if I go to take a preview of it, so now I am in the page one. If I click page two, I'll come to here. Okay, so the same navigations I can keep in the page two also. Page two also will help me to navigate to page one again. Okay, let's click save, and let's take a preview and see how the navigation works. Click page one, I came to page one. Then if I click on page two, I can go to page two navigations. So between the different pages of the dashboard, if you navigate, simply you can use the navigations. So see how easily we are able to build a small dashboard with different insights. What can be done or not. Okay. And as you know, to create the page, simply we can go to the dashboard. From dashboard, I can click on this plus. I can click on the page, which I have created here. And again, the page, whatever things you want, we can add it up. Okay, so we understood all different kind of widgets what we have right now. And next we'll see different options. Stay tuned. Thank you for this session.